Hello everyone, I Dhananjay Gupta welcome you all on behalf of Hindu Center of Atlanta. Today we have joined together for our weekly program for kids and young youth. We are joined for the series Sanatan Dharm Simplified. In this program we learn Vedic mantras and their meaning. One of the participants also read a story and we learn the morals from the story. We are fortunate to have Acharya Brahmdevji amongst us joining from Mauritius. Acharya Brahmdevji has had an inclusive educational background in science, banking, management, and Darshanacharya Vedic philosophy, Darshan Yoga Mahavidyalaya, Gujarat, and a diverse career in financial services, industry, and at Arya Sabha Mauritius. He has been a key resource person for Arya Sabha Mauritius on the universal Vedic values, yoga and meditation, and interfaith and intercultural dialogue at various national and international forums. He is also the author of numerous insightful articles on Vedic philosophy and contemporary issues in English and French. Over to Acharya.
Om. Namaste, everybody. Let's sit down straight, close our eyes gently to bring our mind to focus. Deep inhale and exhale. And while exhaling, we are going to chant Om. And while chanting Om, just watch your own chanting. Listen to the sounds of your own chanting and feel the vibrations of the chanting throughout your body. Then we'll do 3 times Om, after that 1 time Gayatri Mantra. Om. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Join the palms together, rub them gently, cover the eyes and slowly open the eyes below the palms. When we do that, usually it's because when we open the eyes, the external light doesn't hit our eyes directly. One, and then we transfer that energy to the facial muscles, get them relaxed. Because the facial muscles is the place where we keep most of our stress in life. So welcome everybody. Let's listen to you if you have anything to tell us. Any stories, inspiring stories or morals?
Acharya, today you can tell us the story about Maharshi Swami Dayanand. Today is the like Rishi Bodh Utsav we are celebrating.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Can you bring one picture of Swami Dayanand, please?
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. If you allow me to share screen, I can just. Yeah, that's it. So this week, in the context of Mahashivratri, we celebrate the Rishi Bodh Mahotsav. Rishi Bodh is about the awakening which leads to the enlightenment, onwards enlightenment of the boy. He was born 1824 in Gujarat. The village is Tankara. He was born in a well-to-do family, and the father was a staunch devotee of Shiva. And at the very young age, Bul Shankar, as he was called as a kid, was a very fast learner. He learned quite a number of shloks, and at the age of 8, he already memorized several chapters of the Yajurveda, and that was by way of home schooling. Some events in his life, at the age of 14, he lost his sister, and after some time, his chacha, uncle, died. Both were very close to him, and he was shocked. The question arose, shall I die? And what happens after death? No one could give him a satisfactory reply. And he was contemplating at that point in time, at the age of 14, 16, but I should go into the depth of the knowledge to know about what is life and what is death. Then came the event of Mahashivaratri. And we all know that people offer prasad and everything. And if the prasad is left in the open, what happens? That you'll get other things which will come to eat the prasad. In fact, it was Shivaratri and they were doing the night prayers. And usually it's from sunset to sunrise. But in the midst of the night, people fell asleep. And he was still watching because his father told him, if you're going to stay awake, you'll find Shiva manifesting himself in front of you, which he didn't see. And after everybody slept, it were rats which came to eat the prasad as usual because it's in the open. So the question came to him, is that really God? If the prasad are eaten by rats. And the question is, what is the true concept of God? Who is the real Shiva? And those questions also he couldn't find the answers. His father told him, look, everybody does it and you have to do it. And that clicked into his mind. What's the logic behind that? Since he was a very fast, rapid learner, he told his father there was somebody who was knowledgeable in Sanskrit in the nearby of his house, if he could be allowed to go and learn more. And the father said, okay, he went to learn, but still the questions came to his mind. What is life? What is death? What is God? And how do we realize God? And I will just tell you a side story. We all know about Newton seeing the apple falling down the tree. And the question came to him, why is it always falling down, not going up, not going sideways? He applied his mind into that, then interpreted the law of gravity, and Newton became an eminent scientist. So in the Indian Hindu philosophy, Vedic philosophy, what happens is that when people get questions like that, they go into retreat, they learn about things, then apply their mind, come with the answers, and then they are called rishis. And they didn't only look at questions about God or about spirituality, but they also looked into questions about nature. And that's why we've got rishis who've interpreted so many things and were famous. Like one rishi which came with the gravity thing and astronomy was Bhaskaracharya. One who came with space vehicles was Maharishi Bhardwaj. The other one who came with medical sciences, which is now known as Ayurveda, is Shushrut, Maharishi Shushrut, and then there is another one, Maharishi Charak. So things like that. But Maharishi Dayanand, his focus was about life and death and how do we break the cycle of life and death. You all know the prayers we say, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. So Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya is to break the cycle of birth and death to reach immortality. And that is achieved by realizing God, Ishwar. So at the age of 21, he left home once. He was called back by his father, brought home. Then he was forced to get into marriage, but then he managed to escape just before that. And this time when he left home, he never came back, nor anybody could find him. He wandered for about 15 years, meeting so many people who gave him bits and pieces of knowledge, but that couldn't quench his thirst about to know the real thing about life and death and the real concept of God. After the 15 years of wandering, people told him to go to Mathura. There was one guru there, Guru Virjan. And he again, at that time, transport was not so good. So he walked along, roamed along. It was nearly from the west to the east of India, and reached Mathura, where he met Guru Virjan. And the question comes when he knocks at the door of Guru Virjanan. Guru Virjanan asked, "Who's that?" He said, "This is what I've come to know about. I want to know who I am." A very intriguing question. And to that, Guru Virjanan opened the doors, asked him about what he's learned, and then told him so many of the things that you learned are wrong. So you have to purge everything and then come back to learn. So we have to unlearn and then learn the good concepts. He stayed with Guru Virjanan for about 2.5 to 3 years. And while parting from the Guru, it was the usual practice, because you don't pay the Guru when you are studying. So when you are parting, you give him a gift, and he had nothing to give. He had about 1 pound of cloves, which he brought to the Guru, and the Guru told him, "Look, you're a brilliant person. These cloves won't serve me anything. India is under foreign domination. People are plunged into the darkness of ignorance, superstitions, malpractices. For the knowledge I've given to you, you go and work for the betterment of the country." And he gave his promise and started to disseminate the true, authentic knowledge of the scriptures, the Vedas. In 1875, he founded the Arya Samaj to continue the works that he started, because people put to him the question that, "Look, Swamiji, you are doing a brilliant job, but what will happen after you are no longer there?" So he founded the Arya Samaj. And if you manage to read at least the 10 principles of the Arya Samaj, the first one says, God is the source of all true knowledge. And one of the principles says that the main object of this society is to do good to the whole world through uplift of the physical, moral, and spiritual standards of all. So that's a universal concept. For 1875, to have a society which says, do good to the whole world, that was really innovative. And after the war of the Mahabharata, 5,000 years back, He was the first one to bring back to light the knowledge of the Vedas to people with a correct interpretation. And if you want to know why he brought back and how he brought back the knowledge of the Vedas, it's one based on the Sanskrit grammar and the true interpretation of words according to the context. Look, if I just tell you two words, one is sing, another one is thing, but I pronounce both of them as sing, what would be your interpretation? Or if I pronounce both of them as thing, then the action of singing will be mistaken for thing, or thing will be mistaken for sing. Now we have words also with several meanings. Like can as a verb is can, and as a container is can. So if I say I can and take it there to be I can, what happens? So these were the ways the Vedas were misinterpreted. And he brought back the correct knowledge of that. And this is the basis, the foundations of the Vedic Hindu Dharma is the Vedas. So he brought back that to us. And the Rishibodh event is the awakening of the child leading to his enlightenment and bringing the knowledge to enlighten the world. Unfortunately, Maharishi Danan was given poison 17 times during his life, but he was a yogi. He knew about yogic practices. He could remove the poison out of his body by one way of it is drinking water and then vomiting everything out. But the last moment was fatal. The 17th time was fatal. Maharishi Danan gave so many concepts that when we are student, we have to dedicate all our time to our studies. Okay, there's time to play, there's time to eat, there's time to look after other things, but the chunk of our time is to studies, and he called that Brahmacharya ashram. And when the child grows into adult, gets into married life, the focus is about doing things right, earning righteously, and then when they get kids, they give the kids the good way of living. So that is the Grihastha ashram. So each and every step of life, he gave the general concepts on how to be a better person during that phase of our life. And for kids, he had a small book, which is Vyavahar Bhanu. Next time, we'll take one or two short stories of Vyavahar Bhanu. There's one story which you can watch on YouTube, is about Sheikh Chilli. We'll take that next time. I'll try to recover that from YouTube and recover another story of Vyavahar Bhanu and bring to you. That is a very good source of knowledge for kids and inspiring kids to be really good, especially during this phase, the learning phase of life, to be very good at learning. So our time is nearly over. Let's do one round of Gayatri Mantra chanting and we'll end for today. Let's start with the youngest, Viraj, and we'll go to the eldest. Unmute yourself, please.
Bhuvasava Tatsaviturvanenyam Vargo Devasi Divayuna Kotodia.
Oh, don't rush, please. Go slowly. Repeat again.
Om Bhuvasava Tatsaviturvanenyam Vargo Devasi Dhimai Yo Yona Prachodayat.
That's better now. Okay, Avya.
Okay. Om Bhurva Swaha Tasya Viturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat.
Aryan, please.
Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturnvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat.
Yes.
Om Bhurbhuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat.
Thank you. One last word. It was Yash's birthday this week, so let's join all to wish him a very happy birthday. So we'll hear you singing. Happy birthday to Yash.
Happy birthday to Yash.
Aryan, you are not joining?
Thank you.
I've done it twice already this week.
Yeah, but this is a common, no? Where all the kids are meeting. Please do it.
Happy birthday for the third time again, Ishba.
Okay. So we'll end. Let's then
Acharya,
do the
that
closing.
new month which we started
We'll be running
last
over
week, we
time.
started the new.
Twameva Mata cha
Just
Pita
a
Twameva.
couple of times we can.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll again share it on the screen so you can follow.
Just you can recite couple of times
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
I'll
they
put it
can
on the
remember. They
screen.
can.
Yeah, it's there. Just pay attention to each and every word as it comes. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhoscha sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhoscha sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. We'll sing 3 times together. Just keep your mic on silent, but join me in the same tune and same pace. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhoscha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhoscha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhoscha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Thank you, everybody. Dhananjay ji for the closing, please.
Thank you everyone for joining. Just for a reminder, we have a weekly satsang every Saturday morning at 10:30. You can join with the same link. And on Sunday, we have a program for adults. You can join our spiritual learning program for the adults on Sunday evening at 9 p.m. See you all next week. Thank
One
you.
Om Jap. Om. Namaste, everybody. Have a nice weekend and